The 90-Day Fiancé star Angela Deem is happily ever after possible has failed to recognize the positive effects that her breakup with Michael Ilesanmi has had on her. On Facebook, she was introduced to her Nigerian husband, and she fell in love with him almost immediately due to his lovely nature. In a short amount of time, Angela made the trip to Nigeria in order to meet Michael in person and formally establish their relationship. Even though Angela and Michael were 22 years apart in age, it appeared as though they were a wonderful match for each other when they featured in the episode of 90-Day Fiancé, titled Before the 90 Days. As they came to the end of the season together, they expressed their desire to get married within the next few years. After being married, Angela and Michael's relationship turned out to be even more strained than before. It became a significant issue that they were unable to trust one another, which resulted in regular arguments between them. Additionally, the COVID-19 outbreak caused a gap between them, which slowed down the process of obtaining a spouse visa. During the years 2020 to 2023, Angela was completely unable to put her faith in Michael. The antics of her spouse caused her to feel stressed out, and she decided to seek therapy in order to overcome personal disagreements. Angela presented Michael with one more opportunity to demonstrate his worth by inviting him to the United States of America, despite the fact that she intended to divorce him. Despite this, Michael accomplished the unfathomable by abandoning her after he had claimed his visa. Michael has experimented with a number of different ladies over the course of the past 6 years. A woman was intimately involved with him, he engaged in the BG thing, and he created an online girlfriend. Angela experienced feelings of disappointment and helplessness each time she learned of Michael's affair scandal. Had she prolonged her marriage to him, it is highly possible that he would have entered into a relationship with another person. Because Michael is a habitual cheater, Angela would have never appreciated him in the first place. Angela was often given the impression that she could rely on Michael. In an effort to diffuse every conflict, he attempted to undermine her worries and portray himself as a victim of the situation. Given that she was suspicious, he made her out to be a completely insane person. Michael reassured Angela on a regular basis that there was actually nothing to be concerned about. On the other hand, he abandoned her not long after arriving in the United States. Starting from the very outset, he demonstrated that he was a major gaslighter. The spousal visa issue that Michael was involved in is evidence that he never loved Angela. For the past 6 years, he has been coercing himself to remain in a relationship that is unhealthy for him. Angela found herself convinced by Michael that their relationship was one that was worth fighting for, and that he would remain at her side. In addition to that, he formed a relationship with Angela's grandchildren by talking to them. In the end, Angela eagerly awaited Michael's arrival in the United States with the expectation that they would have a prosperous future together. She was absolutely unaware that Michael had completely different intentions in mind. The most recent activities of Michael demonstrate that he was never a suitable match for Angela. It had been 3 months since he had arrived in the United States when he decided to end his marriage. It didn't matter to him that Angela had been with him for 6 years and had provided him with innumerable opportunities to demonstrate his worth. In addition to this, he did not fulfill his vows or make any attempt to save his marriage. On the contrary, Michael believed that escaping was the best course of action to take. Angela was not given a year to adjust to life as a married woman by her husband. Michael believes that everything is just a game, even though Angela's world is crumbling apart around him. Over the course of the past half-year, he has published a large number of postings that demonstrate his contented existence in the United States. Not only has he exhausted every possible avenue, but he has also caused his wife to feel even more upset and jealous. There is a strong indication that Michael harbors resentment for Angela. He has the intention of causing her pain and ruining her day. Angela, like any other woman, did not deserve to be in a relationship with someone who had negative thoughts for her. That being the case, she ought to be relieved that Michael has left her. Because of his behaviors, it is clear that Michael did not love or care about Angela. As a result, it is fortunate that he left her before causing her an excessive amount of pain. In the event that Michael and Angela had maintained their marriage, neither of them would have been content with their relationship. It is possible that the pair from the show 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, might have continued to endure hardships until one of them ended up getting harmed, either physically or mentally. It is possible for her to discover someone her age who shares her perspectives and passions. Not only does Angela deserve to grow old and enjoy her golden years with someone who cares for her, but she also deserves more than that. It is necessary for her to find a genuine partner who will adore her both physically and emotionally. It is now possible for Angela to date Billy, her Canadian crush, who has been there for her throughout her life. It is also possible for her to give 90 Day, the single life, a shot too. Because of the dishonest actions of her spouse, she suffered from feelings of anger and stress on a consistent basis. Angela, on the other hand, is no longer required to live in constant fear of Michael being taken away by another woman, which enables her to truly rest. Moving on and demonstrating to others that she is more than her reality TV persona is something she can do. As is the case with Michael, Angela is deserving of fulfillment. She is now at liberty to make amends for her past actions and devote some time to rebuilding her reputation. Is happily ever after possible in the 90 Day Fiancé? Star can at long last live her life without being plagued by fear at all times.